Cool. Well, sorry this one's late. It's Monday night as opposed to Saturday or Sunday night. But this is my fifth vlog about week 9 of my DTS. Yeah, just trying to keep everybody updated, things like that. Yeah, I'm just on the back porch again. Thank God everybody's in an outreach meeting except for my team, because hopefully the Wi-Fi is good and it means that it's actually quiet somewhere, which never happens. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, so the topic of last week was reconciliation, and our speaker was Edwin, and he's our he's our bass leader. And yeah, he's a super good guy. And so there's specifically about reconciliation between individual people, yes, like if there's some kind of ill will or something like that, like obviously it's important to reconcile those things, but reconciliation of people and like people groups more specifically is what he was talking about, because it's like such a multicultural base. People have prejudices that they don't necessarily acknowledge or like even realize they have. And he used himself as an example. He grew up in South Africa, and he's a colored guy, which, okay, that sounds really bad, but that's okay. So when people first said that when I arrived to South Africa, that like, oh yeah, he's a colored guy, I was like, oh, you can't say that. But actually, surprisingly enough, and every single North American is uncomfortable with it, but it's like who's like mixed race, essentially, like not black, not white, that just what they like being called and what they identify as. It's just like, yeah, I'm colored. It's like, okay, well, that's what you want to be called. Yeah, and anyway, so it's not a racist term. That's just like what he would identify as. Yeah, so he's a colored guy. So he was speaking from his personal experience of reconciliation with because he lived through like apartheid, which obviously was pretty major in South Africa. And so he had to, even after he started going to YWAM, he realized he had kind of like underlying prejudice towards like white people specifically, and he needed to like address those. And even though it wasn't against specific people, he just kind of had these like subconscious things. So we were learning about that, and just like how even if you weren't the one who like committed something or offended somebody, like just being able to like apologize on behalf of your ancestors or behalf of a group that you're maybe a part of. And just talking like, no, there's no people group in the entire world that's like innocent. And 9 times out of 10, if there's like an offense, it's probably the result of another offense. Like someone was hurt, so they hurt you because that past thing wasn't reconciled. And so the only way to kind of like stop that chain, yeah, and just like honestly asking for forgiveness and humility. So we learned about that, which is awesome. Additionally, I haven't updated on this. My outreach team, Seychelles, Mauritius. I talked before about how we were going to need money because Seychelles was going to be $30 a day per person, which was just too much. And so I asked if anybody wanted to donate in the last one. But good news is that we actually found an accommodation in Seychelles for $11 a night as opposed to $30. So it actually fell way closer to being within our budget, so we didn't have to fundraise nearly as much. Additionally, we've had some donations. Things have really worked out. Our flights didn't go up in price so much, and we just booked them. So we're going to, so now we're officially going to both Seychelles and Mauritius. If you'd like to still support our team, we have a website, which I'll post the link to with this vlog on Facebook. But there should be banking information on there. Unfortunately, you can't just like charge your credit card And I mean, it's yeah, just like the payment systems aren't quite as advanced here as they would be for like a North American base or something like that, or a European base, unfortunately. But yeah, there is banking information if you'd like to donate. Still, even though we are going to Seychelles and work that out. Yeah, I mean, any support would be appreciated. Yeah, so that'd be awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, so the accommodation that we got, that's cheaper. Instead of staying at some like hostel guest house thing, we're actually staying at like a Catholic retreat. So maybe like some kind of a monastery type feel where like, yeah, it's a retreat. So it's, I don't know what to expect, but embracing, yeah, who knows what it's going to be like. But it's cool, and I'm excited. And there's a lot of beautiful things about the Catholic Church, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, that's the other cool thing. We've been getting a lot into like old traditions of the church, and I've just been learning personally how beneficial things like liturgical prayer and things like that can be to like an individual prayer life, or to even like for like a corporate setting. Yeah, like liturgical prayer, things like there's a lot of practices of like Franciscans, for example, like centering prayer and like what's the prayer of examine, the prayer of examine, that we've been doing a lot as a group, and we've been encouraged to do personally, that have actually just like added this crazy other depth to like my personal walk and things. So I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah, it's just been a really good week. I don't want this one to be super long, but yeah, honestly, it's starting to be summer here. It's hot, like, and I think there's a hole in the ozone above South Africa because like it was like 30 degrees yesterday, which is pretty hot. But I walked to this market, a 10-minute walk each way, right? And I was there for like maybe 10 minutes. So I was outside for max 30 minutes. I got these brutal tan lines, and I actually may have gotten like the second sunburn in my entire life. So it's just wild. Yeah, honestly, I'm going to try to wrap this up. If you have any questions for me about outreach, about YWAM, about anything, let me know. Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to share about. Yeah, and I think Wi-Fi is going to be good enough. So I'll continue to do these when I'm on outreach. So hopefully then I'll have a lot of like active ministry things I'll want to talk about. Whereas this, I mean, we're talking about class, but it's less hands-on right now. Except for we do community outreach. So I was in Capricorn, which is like a township, pretty recently. I'll probably go back this weekend. Just do ministry, talk to people, pray for them. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope the quality is okay. It's probably not though. Yeah, I'll see you there.